Hello. Yeah, hi guys. Okay, I just first want to see if the sound is working. Yeah, hi guys. Okay, the sound is working fine. I just first want to see if the sound is working. Okay, guys, this is James Murphy, aka the TBC Powerbox, coming to you live from South Africa this evening. And then my moderator, my mother, would like to also say hello.
Kiku, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Powerbox's live show tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, guys, tonight is just, I'm going to have just a standard general conversation.
Hello, Stephen.
Hi, Stephen Cuffy. Welcome. You still haven't contacted me about my live stream for Monday. I decided to make it Monday, where I want 3 people to join in on my live stream.
That doesn't include me because I'm the moderator.
This is actually going to be 4. So, Stephen, please touch base so that we can get to discuss the topics for Monday. Okay, guys, tonight, like I said, I'm just going to have a standard general conversation with you all. But it's going to be a bit of a different conversation. The best way to become a billionaire. Now, there is more than one way. And then, of course, there is this whole thing about material possessions and things like that, which I'll all discuss. And I think it's an important one due to the fact that we're sitting with so much money. And I want to stress the importance of the things I'm going to talk about tonight. First of all, the best way to become a billionaire, one of the best ways, is to join TBC. One of the best ways. The other best way is to help 1 billion people, not meaning financially. You can help them with a few pieces of old clothing. You can help them with some blankets, or help them with food, or whatever. But the best way to become a billionaire is to help 1 billion people. One of the biggest reasons. And admin, that's what admin's goal is, to help 1 billion people, to get 1 billion people to join TBC. Now, we also want to discuss the best things in life. Currently, the best things in life for everyone is different. For me, the best thing in life is love. The fact that I wake up every morning. The breathing to you guys. TBC, life itself. But then you get people, no, the best thing in life is partying every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Getting drunk with your friends that you can't even remember your night. Things like that, which is, in my personal opinion, it is lousy.
Lousy and time wasting.
It's time wasting. My whole thing is, if you want to sit and go get drunk with your friends or spend every night partying or whatever, you are creating yourself a worse of a life. Because 90% of the time you won't remember a damn thing.
Well, it's normally the case.
Normally the case. But, instead of wasting that time where you're actually going to forget a piece of your life, join TBC, market TBC. If you can go so on about drinking and getting drunk and spending time with your friends, you can do exactly the same thing with TBC, which means you're going to have your time put in a much better place, to be truly honest. My dog is knocking my camera.
Yes, actually, she was scratching and the tongue was licking the camera's wide.
Hello, Jules.
Good evening, Jules.
Hello, Corina.
Good evening, Corina.
So, guys, we need to spend our energy on, instead of doing the bad things in life, we need to start focusing our energy on the good things. Because there is more than one good thing in life. And at this moment, the best thing in my life, or one of the best things in my life, is TVC. And that's how it's supposed to work. We can't, like I said, waste our energy on forgetful months. Now, I've never gone that bad with friends and drinking. My mom taught me the right way.
Hopefully.
I'm not going to go spend a weekend with my friends and come home and say, okay, what did I do the weekend? I want to go over a weekend with my TVC family and come back home and brag on the things that I did.
It sounds a lot better and it sounds a lot more simpler.
A hell of a lot simpler. You know, drinking and things like that, it causes you to have some problems in your body. But TVC is not going to cause you to have problems. TVC is going to cause you to be positive, on the go, happy,
energized.
TVC is going to give you a reason, an extra reason to live.
A drive, a passion.
Yeah. Now, there's a lot of people who study cryptocurrencies, who study the coin markets and things like that. You get the people who study it, then you get the people who teach others, you get the people who sit back and laze around to do nothing. Each person to themselves. Every person has their own way of doing things. Like put Bitcoin, Randy, Stephen Coffey, Stefan Levenberg, Jules, and myself all in the same room. We all have a different way to market TVC. My mother and I's ways are very similar, but we each have a different way to market TVC.
Mm-hmm.
And so every person is different.
I'm actually now just thinking of that room now.
Yeah, I'm also thinking of that room now that I thought about it. I can picture Randy sitting there in the corner, him being the most talkative one in the room, and the rest of us are sitting there, taking in every word he says.
Sucking all his information up like a sponge.
Yeah, I can actually picture that. It sounds quite cool, actually.
That was a good picture. Thank you.
Yeah, very good picture. But now, and then I get to the point of you change your lifestyle and you start putting more TVC forward. You start putting TVC more. You start doing more TVC, spreading more TVC. And each day it gets better and better and better, and you do more and more and more. But have you ever thought about what's going to happen when you actually got the cash in your hands?
I think a lot of people have.
I have, many times. But to be truly honest, how many of you will go out and the first thing you go and get yourself is a new laptop, a new TV, a new cell phone, a new car? I know that's what I'm going to do.
It's a good question. And yes, material things do set you on a level, set you at more at ease because you don't have those wants anymore that are actually more of a want than a need, because a need is different to a want.
Yes. So now, I ask this because everyone has different wants, different desires, different things they want in life. But now, sit and think first. What is important? Material possessions, which will make your life so much easier, having a nice new laptop, a nice new car, which you don't have to repair every weekend, a nice new cell phone that does not glitch, new TV that's got wonderful colors, all of these nice fancy things, those stuff, all helping, giving. What is more important? Yes, the Bible states, get your own life in order before you can help someone else. And it is true. We have seen it firsthand. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but last year there was two big incidents here in South Africa.
It's not a brag, it's a testimony.
It's a testimony, actually. There was 3 big events in South Africa, a positive one and 2 negative ones. Positive one was its time event with Angus Buchan on the 22nd of April.
Which we were part of.
Which we attended. We drove many kilometers to be there, and we drove many kilometers to come home. In total, we were 27 hours awake and on the road and without resting. Then it wasn't long after that, and then there was an incident in a little town called Kulini, where some actually farmers, who picked up a young black boy, put him in the back of the bakkie, and driving at speeds, he fell off the back of the bakkie.
Don't know the real story for guys, but we know that.
This is the part we know. And he died, which caused the whole community to start putting people's houses on fire, burning down people's houses, stealing their things, cars.
Rioting, uproaring
the whole area. And while that was busy, in the Western Cape, a town called Knysna caught alight. The whole town, millions upon millions worth of damage was put in this town called Knysna. Now, we were initially going to help the community of Kulini with some things, clothing, curtains, furniture, whatever we could get our hands on that we didn't need, we would donate. But for some reason, there wasn't anyone coming to come pick up these things that we had to donate. Then the Knysna fires came up. And my mother and I, we went through the whole house, from top to bottom, inside out, up and down, wherever we could. We took every spare piece of clothing, every extra blanket, every extra piece of furniture, whatever we could get our hands on that we know we don't really need. We've got enough, so we can give a lot. We could give. And I got hold of the community that was helping these people, called AfriForum. And they came to our house, and they came to pick up the stuff, and was then taken to Knysna. Yes, I have to agree, since then our house has been a hell of a lot cleaner. We don't feel so cluttered anymore. Our cupboards are emptier. But you know what, guys? I will give the clothes on my back to someone that I see needs it. That's the kind of hearts my mother and I have. So that's how we work with TBC. We will go far and beyond, out of our comfort zones, to help people in TBC, to get people into TBC, to spread the word, to distribute.
That is our mission, day in and day out. No matter if it is sunny, raining, snowing, nothing is going to stop us from doing what we are doing.
You know what, guys, I've now noticed, I've been paying a lot more attention over the last few weeks. You know, my mother wakes up early in the morning. My father leaves for work at he wakes up at 5:30 in the mornings. My mother isn't even awake already, and she's getting people, she's already working TBC.
Hello, John.
Hi, John. My mother is awake 5 minutes, she's already working TBC. My mother's lying in bed, getting ready to go to bed, and she's still working TBC. She works TBC from the time she opens her eyes till the time she closes her eyes. Sometimes she wakes up in the middle of the night and she's still working TBC. I know so far one person who is also like that. His name is Stefan Liebenberg. He goes far and beyond for TBC. Now, we don't go as far to driving to other towns around the area. We more use social media platforms to contact people. But Stefan Liebenberg, he's then a different one. He goes out from where he stays in Pretoria to Rustenburg, Joburg, Durban, the area we stay, and everywhere. And we're working together to get more people joined to TBC. That's how it's supposed to be. Not just sitting down, lazing around at home, wondering one day when you can spend your money. You know what, guys? Myself and my mother, we have tried anything so far possible to get more members to join. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, other social media platforms like WeChat, Mixit, WhatsApp. We try anything possible to join members. But we don't just do it from home. We do it around people that live around us. I'm a mechanic, so I get people to come into my house to get cars sorted out, to fix their cars. And I spread TBC that way as well. Sometimes they'll pay me, I'll pay them if I want to buy something from them. They'll pay me cash, and they'll give me a bit more, and I'll pay them TBC or what. But we work out deals. I'm now working on a new thing where I can do mechanical work for people here in South Africa who is members of TBC for half cash, half TBC. Meaning I'm giving a service for TBC payment. We go to town, we're spreading word in the mall. Every person we can see, that look, every person we can get our hands on, that we can actually get to talk to, we tell them TBC. That way is the best way. Social media can help, yes, and can help so much. But doing it face to face, having the face value, seeing someone's facial expressions when you're telling them about this wonderful thing right here, TBC, seeing their facial expressions when they open their wallet for the first time, it's amazing. And that's something that if I had to sit at home 24/7 marketing TBC through Facebook, it's something I wouldn't have been able to see. Joining people up to TBC in Uganda, talking about how TBC works, checking their faces. It was amazing. Their smiles, their laughter.
Yeah, but there in Uganda, it was a little bit of a different atmosphere than what we normally get used to, even to you guys there. There they hung on every single word that we were speaking. It's because they're so in love with the billion coin and they know what TBC is going to do for them and their family and their community and their country. They literally hung on every single word that we were speaking there.
Yes. You know, that's where I came up with the thing about material possessions. You know, I've told many people, and I think I'm going to bring it over TBC live broadcasting as well. 90% of the money that is in my wallet, my TBC wallet, is not mine. 10% of my money is mine. That's what I'll use to improve my life. The rest of the money is going to go towards helping the world.
We all should have that mindset.
Creating business, creating jobs, getting the homeless into homes, creating non-profit organizations that can help communities all over the world, not just in Uganda, but all over the world. My dream has always been, yes, I want to own a lot of companies and a lot of houses, but has always been to create jobs. Since I was a young boy, I've always said I want to own businesses. I want to create jobs because I've seen how my father has struggled to get work. I've seen how my mother has struggled to find a job. Even myself, now that I'm at the age to find work.
Although I've got the best job now.
Yeah, we've got the best job right now. Because, yeah, you control your hours. Yeah, in a company, if you're not the boss, you can't. But, you know, once we get to our 1 billion members, our 1 billion members has got the biggest responsibility under the sun. We're going to have to now get to the point where we start changing the world. Not making it worse by spending all of your money on rubbish items you'll never use. Buying yourself 100 million cars, which is just going to sit and collect dust. Yeah, I've always wanted to be a real life car collector. But instead of collecting cars where it's only my eyes that sees, collect the cars, open up a museum, which means you're creating jobs and you're making an income from it as well. Guys, we need to, instead of wasting, we need to add. We need to gain. Losing, instead of losing, we need to gain. It's a better way to state.
That is so true.
Instead of losing $3 million here, $5 million there, $7 million there, $20 million here, you know, if it carries on like that within 3-4 months, proof your money's gone if you're spending $20 million a day.
It didn't take 5 minutes to get so poverty stricken. It's not going to take 5 minutes to get out of the situation that we are in.
To get this world out of the poverty the world is struggling with is going to take, I would say, minimum. If 1 billion people work together with a lot of other communities, it can take a year, 12 months plus.
But you need effort, you need teamwork,
Persistence.
persistence, A lot of working hours, man hours, woman hours.
You need to slog it.
Yes, you need to work it. It's not going to be, okay, here's $1,000,000. Go do with it what you want for poverty. It's not how it works.
Once we can get to use our money, guys, and we start ending poverty, do you know what? Then it's getting the organization started, getting the houses built, getting the businesses built, getting people off, better off in life. Yeah, okay, let's say it takes you 6 months and you've built yourself 200 houses and 20 businesses, which can house 1,000 people, 5 people per house, and you can employ 10,000 people in the 20 businesses. Yeah, that's a form of a way to end poverty. But you then need to create decent salaries so that they can still live without struggling. You give their cost of living, you take their cost of living into consideration. Not just pay them $100 a month where where cost of living is $300 a month, for instance, for a family of 5. Okay. For us now in South Africa, for a family of 5, the cost of living is around about $700 a month, and you're just scraping it through for a family of 5.
And still cutting on the edges.
And you're still cutting on the edges. That's the life I want to end. And I think a lot of people want to get there as well. That in the middle of the month, you can say, guys,
okay, let's go to Durban for a weekend.
Let's drive up to the coast for the weekend. We don't have to go sit in a hotel. We can camp on the beach if we have to. But let's just drive to the coast for the weekend. Yeah, in South Africa, we can't just do that. A lot of
literally count every cent.
A lot of people can, but more people can't.
But we need to make more people that can instead of the few that can.
Yes. That's why I'm saying, instead of losing, wasting in brackets, gain. Yes, we're going to have to spend. You're going to have to spend money to make money.
That's obvious.
It's obvious. But if you do it wisely and if you do it with a correct way of thinking, you can spend 5 million, but earn 20 million.
But then there's a good deed that comes behind that, because it's not only about the money factor.
No. You know what? I've said to my mother and my family 1,000 times in my life, I'm not worried about money. I never have been. I was working for, I think it was $50 a month is what I was working for. And I would take the and give it to my parents. When I started working, I was earning between $50 a month. Okay, but I was only working part-time, working 8 days a month. But still, then I got into a better job where I was earning myself, just me alone, living with my family. With South Africa's cost of living, for one man, is supposed to be around about $250 a month for a single man. But I was earning $150 a month. But I didn't worry. I paid my parents board and lodging, and the rest of the money I've actually wasted it on rubbish. Getting myself biltong and pies and things that I didn't need.
No, guys, I did feed him, so don't worry, I wasn't hungry.
No, it's not just those things that I like. So I've never really been worried about money. That's why I can say 90% of what is in my TBC web wallet does not belong to me. It belongs to the world. Only 10% belongs to me. And I wish many people would think the same. I know a few that does, but not a lot. Because 10% of what is in my wallet, it can sort for me for 20 years.
And some.
And some. Because it's not just going to be that I'm not going to live off of that and not do anything about earning more. I'm going to put things in motion to make that more.
Don't work for money. Make money work for you.
Yeah, I'm not going to work for money. I've always had a problem working for a boss. My parents know so Stephen Coffey also. Stefan Liebenberg also knows.
Right on, James. I'm trying to open my immediate framing's eyes to the fact that now these little blocks have come up that I can't get to read. Notifications, wait a bit. Okay. Immediate framing's eyes open to the fact that you must spend money to make money. So I've got to get them to see that big picture.
Jules, let them watch my video. This one now. And they can see. You know what, guys? Let me do this. Okay, yeah, in South Africa, cell phones are quite expensive. I'm going to explain something. If I can just get my things here, I can show you. Okay, guys, this is our bank card in South Africa. Now, in this bank card, you get money, right? To buy this device, this cell phone device, to get it at a good price, I've got to spend money. Got to take it, swipe my card, and they give it to me. But I know myself this has got more value than what I paid for it. Let's say I bought it for $50, but it's worth $100. Then I will buy it, and I'll go sell it for profit. That's spending money to make money. There's no other way to do it in life. Driving to work and back every day costs you money in fuel.
And you don't mind spending it.
And you don't mind spending it. You spend money on fuel, maintenance on your car, food to eat at work, and other things that you buy for yourself for work. You spend money to earn more money at the end of the month. It's exactly the same process.
It's just said differently, which people don't get to understand.
My whole life, I've hated working for a boss. I will work for a boss, but it's something I don't like because I know their position. I know I'm myself, especially as a mechanic, I know my worth. Is I have my own business. I go work for a company. They pay me a quarter of my daily rates for a week. For instance, let's say.
Jules says it's a wicked cycle.
Yes, it is. Let's say here at home, I'm earning.
Let's say $200.
Let's say $200 a day, on a fast month, on a slow month actually. Not like now. There's no business now, but when we've got a little bit of business, let's say I earn about $200 a day. Working for a company, I'm earning $10 a day. So I'm earning literally like it's 5% of what I earn from home. And as each day passes, I only get paid $10 per day, but I'm bringing the boss $1,000 a day.
But we accept it.
And we accept it, and we move on and move on. That's why I have a problem working for a boss.
And the bosses know that, and they know that they can sit on your head, and this is what we need to end.
That's why I have a problem working for a boss. Because I know my worth. The boss doesn't know my worth. For them, I'm just a number.
They think they do.
They think they know my worth. But for them, I'm just a number. When they've made enough money off of me, it's bye, no matter how loyal I've been to the company. I learned that lesson when I had my first big job.
We must have much more loyalty from the people that's now currently in TBC.
Yes.
Our exhibitions, we must have a lot more loyalty from everybody.
Yes, and it's true. I learned that loyalty thing with my very first big job I had. I worked for a company that specialized in German brand cars. I worked for this company for months, just short of a year. And I was loyal to a fault. Just after there was a bit of troubles and I had a car accident with a company vehicle, then I'm not good enough anymore. Then it's, okay, bye, ciao now. Then I learned. And I felt that, listen, this world is a sick place. And I learned that at 21 years old.
You need to make it a better place.
So when it comes to TBC, admin isn't our boss. Admin is the owner of TBC. and we are the co-owners.
Simple.
We need to show loyalty to admin because admin is showing loyalty to us.
We're family, guys.
We are all one big family in TBC, and we need to stand together and work harder for TBC, because the harder you work, the more rewards you get. Just remember, what you reap, you will sow.
What you put in, you'll get out.
What you put in, you'll get out. If you put in nothing, you get nothing. If you put in little, you get little. If you put in much, you get much. That's how life works.
Okay, try ride a bicycle without pedaling. See how far you'll get.
I've done that.
Yeah, if you get it downhill, you could be lucky and you get a bit of speed behind you. But if you're in an uphill, try get on that uphill without pedaling, without working it.
It's not going to work. If you're standing if you've got a staircase that's going this high, but you're standing at the bottom and you're not willing to put your foot forward to the next one,
you're not going to get anywhere.
How do you expect to move forward in life if you're just standing at one point? Sorry, guys, if it sounds like I'm ranting tonight, but this whole thing where there is not enough loyalty, there's too much greed, it gets to me.
It gets to all of us, but some more than others.
Because I myself, I've never worried about money. Yes, I have at points worried, okay, where's the next meal going to come from? How are we going to get money for fuel for the car? How are we going to pay for the service or whatever? But personally, for myself, if someone gives me $10,000, I give that all $10,000 to my mother because I don't need money.
And then I'll give it out to the next person.
That's how I work, and I've been like it almost my whole life.
Don't let money rule your life, guys.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to say something.
We have our destiny in our own hands. You are your own director. Oh, that's awesome, Jules.
That's awesome, Jules.
Wonderful words.
You know, guys, everyone says money is the root to all evil.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, it is.
And in a way, it's not.
In a way, it's not. We can't live with it, but we can't live without it. But we need to be money savvy.
But if we work hard enough doing TBC, we won't need the fiat exchange, and we can do everything peer-to-peer. And we wouldn't need to touch another cent again in our life.
Yes. Like today, I started with a few other projects in TBC. I'm pushing it, guys. Soon, I'm going to be posting my testimonials. Soon. I'm not going to say what the projects are, but soon my testimonials will come online.
He's an undercover agent at this point now.
Yeah, at this point, I'm an undercover agent, so watch out. No, but it gets to me when I see all this greed. A young kid of 17 years old is getting angry because he can't get a motorcycle. But at least he's got his mom and dad to drive him to school, which is safer. But then you're getting a young kid in another country, in poverty, Uganda or wherever.
Rwanda, Nigeria, America.
That's 17 years old, but he's getting angry because he lost 2% on his report card.
That's the difference. Something to think about.
This world is a sick place.
We need to change the axis of the rotation of our world into a new dimension.
The elites
have done so much damage.
And the people who think they are high and mighty, which are actually lower than scum, they have damaged this world. And it is up to you and I and our fellow TBC family members to get this world back to its former glory.
And ourselves to our former glory.
And the only way you can do that is by working at it.
Working together.
Working together. Putting your hands in one and being a family, being a community. No matter what you do in life, being together as one, is the most important factor of life. Love. If you've got no love for yourself, you can't love one another. If you can't love another person, how can you work like that?
Then you're going to work like this because you can't stand each other. James, yes, James, we can do this. Yes, Jules, we can do this. We must motivate each other. We must be like cheerleaders for each other.
So, okay, I'm enough ranting for now. I see I've gone quite a bit over. Guys, just remember, we need to show more loyalty to admin and less loyalty to the world.
Another thing to think about.
We need to start making a difference. You're not going to do it from that chair you're sitting on.
You know, admin's not giving us a knife. He's giving us a chance to change our life. But then you get the world that's giving you a knife, but you rather take what the world says than what TBC, the billion coin, says. You need to get the balance in equal and see what is right before your eyes and notice it and get to the point of distinguishing which one is right and which one is wrong.
Guys, TBC is a gift from God for us. TBC is going nowhere.
The world's going downhill.
The TBC is staying right where it is. So it's about time we start having that faith. But guys, always remember GAP. God always provides. God provided for us yesterday. He provided for us today. And He will provide for us tomorrow. God will never stop providing.
But we must start believing.
We need to start believing.
Have a Little Faith in Me is the one song that just popped into my head. I don't know who sings it. But it's got to do about faith. I don't know if the whole song's got to do with it, but...
Yeah. You got a friend. I know the song.
3 cheers to the TBC community. Jules, whoop, 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 whoop.
Guys, thank you for being on my live stream tonight.
Jules, you're absolutely amazing. Love you to bits.
My brother John, my wife Corinna, Jules, Stephen Cuffey, and who else ever came on. Thanks, guys, for watching tonight. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the support. But from myself, James Murphy, aka the TBC Powerbox.
And from Mary Ann Murphy, aka Crystal Eyes.
Till next time, I love you all. Good night.
Good night, guys. God bless. Stay safe. And to our beautiful admin, love you, admin, and thank you for everything that you're doing for us and our world.
Guys, good night and God bless.